Welcome back, everybody. It's Ask the Expert. Michael Kroon's here from Kroon Electrical. And still, if you want to get in on the questions, feel free to call or email or tweet us. But talking a lot about protecting your home. And this is especially important if, in fact, you have an older home, which is not uncommon in this part of the world.
Yeah, I would say if your home's been, never been verified and it's over 20 years old, it's time to get someone to come in and take a look at it and see what's going on.
Yeah.
If you have knob and tube wiring, which is the old wiring in your basement where the wires are separate.
Yeah.
If you have anything like that or no grounds on your outlets, please call somebody to come out and look at that.
These things are not uncommon in a city like this, right? In an area like this.
No, there's probably, 10% of the houses have ungrounded circuits. If you're buying a house that has ungrounded circuits, think twice about the cost of upgrading the electrical.
Well, if indeed you ran into that sort of situation, would you have to replace all the electrical in it?
You would need to rewire the home completely, yes, and that will require you to take walls out and cut holes everywhere and then replaster. Most of those homes are in plaster, so it's a lot of work and it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
You're looking at $20,000-$30,000 possibly in a big home.
Because wiring the home is one of the first things you do, like initially once you get the structure of the home up, right?
Once the structure's up, then you wire it. Yeah, and you put the plumbing and so on. Yeah,
and the studs are up and stuff. That's when you wire.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
So think about how deep you'd have to go into your home to make those changes.
Yeah, so you got to start right from outside, run a new wire into the home. You got to put a meter outside. You got to put a new panel in, and then you got to run new wires all over the house.
Yeah.
And you got to bring everything up to code when you're doing that. And most kitchens in those homes don't have enough power, so you have to rewire the kitchen. And while you're doing that, might as well renovate the kitchen. So I mean, there's a lot of things that end up happening. So
yeah, true.
It's really, really expensive.
Yeah, it's a big consideration when you're buying a home these days. There's no question about it.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm in good shape but I want some surge protection, I'm interested in knowing what kind of products I should be buying, because to be honest with you, you've seen them. You go into the electronic stores or you go into the department stores and you're looking for a surge protector. Mm-hmm. There's so many things to choose from.
There's many. I would first off go to a reputable store that sells this kind of components.
Do you want to make any kind of recommendation?
Well, like a Home Depot or a Lowe's, or
that has a large electrical department.
Like if you're going there and it sells, I don't know, food and toiletries and then other things, they may not specialize in this kind of component.
Yeah,
so.
If they're selling Fruit Loops and surge protectors in the same store, I'm not sure that's the place you want to buy.
Exactly.
Get the Fruit Loops.
Get the Fruit Loops and stuff, but you don't want to buy that stuff there.
No.
There's different brands. I mean, today I brought some Eaton products and Belkin products, but there's thousands of different brands. I should say thousands, tens of different brands out there that you can purchase. A lot of them are good. You can tell if they give a warranty on the product. It's usually pretty good. What they measure it is in joules. So the higher the joules, which is the amount of energy it could absorb, the better the product is. Mm-hmm. Okay. I would the simplest thing is if it's under $30, think twice. Okay?
Really?
Yeah. So
when it comes to a surge, what about a power bar? Because they could be one and the same.
Yes, like something like this. If it's under $30, I would think twice about it, unless it's on sale.
If it's supposed to be a surge protector.
Yes.
Under $30,
nah, I wouldn't do it. Something like this is like $10, and this has a little bit of protection.
Everybody has those.
Yeah, so you could buy them. But if you buy these for $1, think twice about it. So it's really, don't buy the cheapest thing when it comes to this stuff.
You even brought along
this. Is an old one that I have. We have this in my office.
How long ago did you have this?
I think it's 1901. No, I'm not sure what year it is. It's probably in the in the 80s or something like that, early 90s. And the reason I brought this is a lot of people have these in their offices. If the light's on, it still works. There's no expiry date on this thing. Right. So I would keep using it.
Proxima.
Yeah, I don't know what the date. I tried to look in the back to see if I could find a date on it, and it was not successful. So
doesn't really tell you what's going on there, right?
No, but it still works. It works fine, and these things don't, unless they get hit and the light's dead. These things still work perfectly fine.
Right.
So, and again, this goes right back to what we said earlier. Don't use these for your pool. Your lights outside. Let's say, for example, you're putting Christmas lights on and you need more. Don't use this. There's special stuff for outside.
Lots of people do.
A lot of people do. Don't use this stuff because it's really dangerous. And that brings a good point, though, when we talked about the pools last time. I don't know if we had a chance to talk about that, but if you're opening your pool up right now, verify that the GFIs to the pool, to the electrical in your home, to your pools and spas is working.
There's a special way to do it.
Yes.
Right? You have a special way to do that. It's like I mentioned when I got my hot tub installed and so on, we had an electrician come in and make sure that was done properly.
Yeah, exactly. You got to make sure it's done properly, and they should show you how to test it on a monthly basis to make sure it's working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Debbie's on the phone. Debbie, hi, how are you?
Hi, Debbie.
Hi, how are you?
Very good. What's your question today?
I have a fairly new home. It's only 4 years old. And on the top floor, we have an ensuite, and we also have a second bathroom. 3 teenagers in the house, and when I'm using the blow dryer in my bathroom and they're using the one in their bathroom, it trips the breaker.
It shuts the breaker down. Yeah, that's no fun. Yeah, the reason that's happening is most likely that both bathrooms, the GFIs are interconnected. So what you need to do in order to stop that is either use another outlet, which is one solution, but the other solution is to bring more power up to one of the washrooms in order to have them in separate circuits.
Yeah.
So, and that's not that difficult to do normally. No. Sometimes what we could do is we could steal the power from a light fixture or something that's on a different circuit in the house.
If the house is only 4 years old, I would check the home warranty too, right?
Yeah, there might be a home warranty, but there's nothing wrong with doing it that way, to be honest with you. So it just the way she's using the power in the house.
Debbie got in there with the only question we have time for. We're out of time, Michael, but thanks for yours today.
Well, thank you very much for calling, Debbie.
Appreciate it. Michael Kroon is with Kroon Electrical. If you have any electrical issues, give them a call. Like Debbie. Debbie, call them. 833-0020. Go to their website, kroon.ca. Look after all your electrical needs. 9:42. We'll be back with more of CTV Morning Live right after this.